months ago. I'm the undergrad here working at Dr. Nadian's lab.
Hello everyone, my name is Jyotish Kumar and I am a PhD research associate in Dr. Narayan's laboratory at University of Texas El Paso. And in our lab we grow C. elegans as a part of our research project. So today we'll learn how to make food for the C. elegans, which is basically NGM agar plates. So we always make NGM agar plates in two steps. The first step include preparation of NGM solution for autoclave, and to prepare NGM plate like 10 or 12, we need 500 ml of water, which is here. This is milky water, and we need agar. The second thing we need is NaCl, which is sodium chloride, and the third thing we need is peptone. So we'll put everything in other quantities in 500 ml and we'll start autoclaving. So the first part is measuring solutions of powder of NaCl, peptone and agar, and we already write the measurements just in case, so that we already make it frequently in our lab. So we need peptones, which is 1.25 grams, and NaCl 1.5 gram, and agar solution 8.5 gram. Once we measure everything else, we add 500 ml milk and then autoclave for 60 minutes. So this is the general protocol we use for preparation of agar, and this is the paper we use as a reference to prepare the agar solution in our lab. So let's measure everything here before starting autoclave. Okay, so here we label 3 weighing boards, one with agar, second with peptone, and the third with NaCl, which is sodium chloride. Three things measured. The first thing was agar. So we'll put this agar solution into the solution. Let's mix it up. Then we can add NaCl. And finally we'll add peptone. Now this is ready for autoclave. So wrap this in aluminum foil, and this is ready for the autoclave.
Now that Joey got that part done, all we gotta do is come over here, and the list of what we need to put in the autoclave will always be right here. So we're gonna have our mixture of our agar solution that Joey just made earlier, our calcium chloride, magnesium sulfate, and our KPI buffer. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna fill up the water up to the line. It's a little black line you can see right here. Just fill it up with DI water. Make sure your drain is closed. That way the water doesn't drain out. Now you can go ahead and place your solutions in here carefully. All covered with aluminum. Now that everything's good, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this nice and tight. Might have to wrestle with it a little bit. It's a little risky.
Okay, now everything is autoclaved, including our agar media, our calcium chloride, our magnesium sulfate, and our KPI buffer. So now we have everything here ready. The other thing we need is cholesterol, which is 5 milligrams per ml, and amphotericin B. I generally use 4 milligrams of amphotericin B, and this is a antifungal agent which prevents the contamination of fungus in NGM agar plates. So we have cholesterol, we have antifungal agent, we have all the buffer and media, and now we'll see how much quantity do we need. We already have everything here. So if you can see, we have to take 500 microliters of calcium chloride, magnesium sulfate, cholesterol, which is 5 milligrams per ml of stock, and we need 500 microliter of each, three of them. And then after that we need KPI buffer, which is 12.5 ml. So we are gonna use 2.5 ml to dissolve the antifungal agent, and rest of 10 ml put directly into the agar and mix it well. So the first step I'm gonna do is add 500 microliter of each of them. So it's a good idea to filter everything when you put them in agar plate, because you don't have to see any crystals of any sort or maybe from the antifungal agents. And now I'll filter each one of them and start pouring into the agar solution. So this is pretty hard now, but by the time I'll mix everything, it will be cold. And we generally use syringe filters to filter everything we are putting here. So the first thing I'll do is I'll open this cap and take 500 microliters of magnesium sulfate from the stock, and each one of them are, I believe, 1 molar. So the first thing I'll do is I'll measure 500 microliter, which is half ml. It's more than a ml, so I'll put the rest of it here. So this is half ml, this is 500 microliter. The other precise way could be measuring through micropipette. Use one of these syringe filters. We cap this in. Now I'll add magnesium sulfate. It will go through the filter and eventually into the agar solution. Okay, so now I put one of them here. Now I'll mix it well so that the other component, which is MgSO4, will not react to that. Calcium chloride will not react to that. So I'll put this aside just in case I miss it. I'll start again, same process with calcium chloride. Good. So I'll take another 500 microliter. I'll use another filter. Third thing I'll do is take 500 microliter of cholesterol, and this is 5 milligrams per ml is the concentration. So from this stock solution, I'll use 500 microliter of the cholesterol, which is one of the component in the NGM agar plate. most of the time it's loose, so we have to tighten it up. And then it's almost 500 microliter, so I'll put that cholesterol aside. The last thing I have to put is the antifungal agent. I'll use a different separate filter for each of one of them. And now this is the third thing I'm adding, which is 500 microliter. Okay, so now only few things are left, which is we're just pouring the antifungal. As I said, we'll use 2.5 ml of the KPI buffer. So the thing I can do is I can take a pipette. This one is of 5 ml. So I can use this pipette to put 10 ml directly into the agar solution and rest of them. So this is 5, another 5, 10, and rest we have 2.5, which is another 2.5. I'll dissolve the antifungal from this 2.5 ml. It's soluble in KPI. So you can see there are black crystals in the antifungal agent. So if we do not filter this black thing using syringe filter, we'll see them on agar plate that looks very similar to the fungal infection. And earlier we got confused with the fungal infection with this black antifungal crystals, and that's why now we use a filter to filter up everything before we put them on the agar plate. So I'm gonna take all of the antifungal KPI, use the filter to pour rest of the KPI with antifungal. I close and put every other buffer aside, and now it's ready. We can definitely touch and see if the temperature is enough or it still needs to be cooled down. Meanwhile, I can show you how we culture the worms, and I have to transfer these plates, and they already have the worms, and I labeled them for the new transfer. And you can see a piece of agar, a patch of agar, and we call it chunk of agar, and we're gonna transfer another chunk of agar cutting from this plate over here, so that the worms can be transferred. We always label them in advance. This one is an L5901. This is the same one. We have five different strains currently we're working on, and we're gonna transfer all 5 of them together along with the preparation of NGM agar plates. So it's very easy once we have the plates ready. So after a while, the temperature of the agar is normal, and I can easily hold this with my hand and pour this into the plates. So once the temperature is normal, you can start pouring the agar into the plate, and make sure you are pouring it almost the halfway, so that you have enough agar so that it doesn't dry out while the process of growing worms. And this is how we do it. So you can do that manually or using a pipette, but if you are experienced enough, after a while you can do that manually and you don't need a measurement. I generally put them away after pouring, and I'll leave the plates for almost 10 or 20 minutes until they solidify. Once they solidify, we can label them, and after 5 or 10 minutes you can transfer the bacteria into the plate, which will act as a food for the worms to grow. So almost in 500 ml of agar media, you can definitely make 10 to 12 plates. Always try to avoid any contact from your hand to the plates, or try not to overpass your hand above the plate. So you have to be always careful while handling the agar solution. I don't think I can make another plate, so I poured rest of the agar into other plates, and that's it. So today we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plates altogether, and 500 ml of agar media. Thank you so much for watching, and we're doing a lot of warm stuffs. We'll keep saving the videos for the other lab members to join, and all the C. elegans community working with different disciplines of science. Thank you so much.